Hello everyone, this is Professor Hill, and this is a brief video for our course Ethics 2306 at St. Philip's College. Today is Wednesday, the 14th of June, and we have an assignment due tomorrow, Thursday, the 15th. So I just want to give you a little encouragement, make sure everybody's getting this thing done and making your original contribution to the discussion, but then also making sure to comment on at least two of your classmates' contributions as well. The case study is about John the paramedic. There's lots of things that I find interesting about this true story that happened in one of my classes. And one of which is that lots of students, when they make a decision about this, find it kind of hard to see the other side. They say, I think this is just kind of obvious and apparent to everyone that either he did the wrong thing, he should have treated him, or that this was a really bad guy and what he did was morally justifiable. So we'll see some split that almost typically always happens like that. Most students come out on the side that he needed to do the right thing, he needed to treat him. But look, if that's where you are, look at the arguments on the other side and think about that. And as always, try to do the hard part. I've mentioned making a decision, good or bad, right or wrong, it's kind of the easy part around here. Giving our reasons, justifying our decisions is the next most difficult thing. But the real challenge of the course, as always, is going to be doing the self-examination about why I think something's right or wrong. Where did that come from in me? Am I following an objectivist path, which is that there are indeed moral objective truths that apply to everybody? Or are you saying on the other side, the relativist side, which is that no, listen, I'm shaped by my family, the values of my group, my tribe, my society, and I live in accordance with those shared values. I talked a little bit about values yesterday. Today I want to talk about the objectivist side and make the case that there are some objective principles. This is what they say, which is that there can be either a theological or non-theological basis for this. The theological basis is simply, listen, I'm a theist, I believe in God, I believe that there was a creator, and that we were created with a certain nature, and that this whole picture comes with certain rules and regulations. They're part of the nature of the universe, part of the nature of human beings, a reflection of the divine will. There's also, though, a non-theological argument which goes something like this, which is, listen, there is a human nature. Certainly, there are certain things which are true about us and not about other objects. There's distinctions between men and women. There's difference between people. We have a nature that we can discern using our reason. And that nature, although it might not be created by a divine being, governs our moral decision making. There are some things that are just always going to be right or always going to be wrong. And so they would say, for example, there's a rule or principle that killing innocent children, for example, that's just a rule that we can discern from our nature that should never be violated. Now, you can end up in the same place on that, even if you're someone who's trying to make the argument that, listen, this flows from my culture, our shared value. Our value is that we protect children. And this is, instilled in us. We have values that are inculcated in us by our tribe, by our group, our family, our society. So you can end up in the same place, but with two different rationales behind it, two fundamentally different bases for the authority and the legitimacy of your moral decision making. So I want you to try to parse that out in yourself first, and the place to do that is in our case studies as we're applying these to actual cases that happened, decisions, moral decisions that people faced and had to make a choice. So again, good luck. Tomorrow's the deadline. I'm sure, like I said, what I've seen so far, students are doing really well, and look forward to seeing the last of the contributions and the comments as we face up against our deadline tomorrow. So for now, take care and good luck. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.